I've been living the YouTube dream life full time for the past 3 months. The 3 months isn't what you think. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but the past 3 months they really felt like I was doing this full time. For today's video, I'm doing a personal story time with my doctor and psychologist. Told me to go out to do my photography. We're also gonna do landscape photography. We're here in Ardennes. We are at a lovely cascade, so we're gonna photograph a lot of beautiful cascades. So let's dive into the video and start talking about my 3 months as a full-time photographer. Winter has arrived in Belgium. And it's not snowing yet, but it's freezing. It's -5, and last week we still got temperatures like between 12 and 10 degrees. So it's a sudden drop. Super cold, and it was harder to get out of bed. It was like, oh no, so cold. But we're going on a hike today. So if you're here to find out how to become a full-time YouTuber, you're at the wrong channel, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but the past 3 months they really felt like I was doing this full-time, and at the best time of my life. It was really cool to do this. I'm still gonna keep doing it. The truth is, I've been home sick from work. And when this video comes out, I have to start working again. That's why my YouTube live, or my full-time YouTube live, is over for now. But I will keep going, posting every week, and I'm not gonna stop anymore. And I found our first composition. So if you want to know more about the story, I'm gonna explain everything in this video, but we're also going to do some landscape photography here, because we're in the Ardennes in Belgium and it's super beautiful out here. We have some small cascades in this forest, and we got a little bit of ice here and there in these cascades. So because we are photographing moving water, the cascades here, I'm gonna pop on the circular polarizer to get rid of the glare on the water, to see through the first part of this water cascade, and also dropping my light a little bit. I'm framing up this composition with 2 tree trunks, and you can see some roots from the tree on the bottom side of this composition. But I'm gonna put on another filter to darken the composition a little bit more, to slow down the shutter speed actually for this composition. So I've put on the ND8, and let's see how low we're gonna go. The camera is saying 5 seconds now, but I think it's gonna be a little bit too much for this cascade. So I think I just want to drop down a little bit to like 2 seconds maybe, which is actually not too bad. So yeah, my photography dream is not a dream yet. I hope someday it will become. But the reason why I'm able to do this dream life at the moment is because I'm going through a burnout from work. So it's not because the company is a bad place to work. It's a good place. But for me, now in February, it's my 3rd year in this company. And you have to do like a learning curve and do exams for them. And normal people, they are like saying it's just 1 year learning and then do the exam, it's okay. But for me, it was 2 years, and I've been learning 2 years actually above my capacity, or against that border of my capacity. and I've did a few exams, and it wasn't good. I was afraid to lose my job, and I didn't want to lose my job, and because I like this job. But after those 2 years, I finally did the exam. It was okay, and then my body was like suddenly it felt like I was collapsing. I was already for a few months in 2025 that I already felt in my body some pains here and there that I couldn't explain where they come from. I had so many pain in my knee. When I was just sitting down, it came into in my knee. I was like, oh, I almost couldn't stand anymore, and I wasn't doing anything. Then it was like pain in my back that I was a few weeks home for. So it was all those. I wouldn't call them small anymore, but there were already signs I was had to take time for myself a little bit. So now with the burnout, it's something you cannot control it. It suddenly comes and it hits you. You don't want to do anything anymore. You want to just stay home. But my doctor and psychologist told me to go out, do my photography. Because every time I talked about that, I started smiling, and they were like, it's something that you like, do it, go out, do this for yourself. You have the time now to do something for yourself, to get your energy back up. So that's what I did the last 3 months, and I've been enjoying it a lot. It's amazing. But yeah, every dream comes to an end. So yeah, when this video is uploaded, the day after on Saturday, I will be working again. So yeah, I've made a new composition. It's been a little bit weird because I've placed the camera at a weird angle, because I want to include a rock here on the right side with some roots from a tree here, from a beech tree. But I've put on the Tokina 11 to 60 millimeters on it, and I'm gonna do a focus tag for this composition, because I'm including some, I don't know what it is, some sort of grasses here in this landscape. I just found another composition, and I think it's gonna be an intimate composition for this one, and I'm gonna use the tele lens for this to get really up close and make it really nice. Oh shit. My tripod, god damn it, my tripod is frozen. Oh no. The legs have been in the water for the last composition. This one comes out, but the other ones, right. The legs are loose. I think I'm just gonna put them back in because I want to go very low for this composition. Alrighty, so the Tamron 100 to 400 is onto the Nikon. The polarizer is already onto the lens. We got the shutter speed of 1.6 of a second at f13. Gonna put on the ND8 to darken the light, or let less light come into the lens, and slow down that shutter speed. The camera is saying 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and I don't know what I have to think about this composition. Seeing it now. The thing that I like is there's a branch laying into this river. A few branches of them are covered in ice, and they're going like they're getting hit by a small cascade, and all the droplets are coming onto those branches, I guess. And now with the -5, the freezing, there's ice on those branches. I was like, ooh, this is for me the first time that I see that up close. So I thought, like, yeah, I want to capture that and photograph this composition. And I hope when this video is out, I'm back to work tomorrow when this video is out. Now I still have a week to go to make other videos, to make a bridge over my shifts, so that I can post every week and don't have a gap between my weeks. So the coming year I have to push hard, post every week, and see what will happen with the channel. I hope you give the video a thumbs up and watch the video till the end, because YouTube is pushing my channel a little bit more now. More people are watching my videos till the end, so it's really working. So thank you a lot for subscribing the recent videos and watching the videos for a longer of time. I think I'm gonna photograph one of the nicest cascade of this video. And if you're new here, my name is Joris van Dergem and I'm a Belgian photographer. And if you like the video so far, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And also next week's video is also gonna be here in the Ardennes. Also gonna photograph probably some cascades. So the theme of this video is like putting on ND8 filters to this entire video, because the light is still not shining onto this river, because we are like at a hillside here, and I guess the sun cannot shine here because it's winter. The sun is not coming overhead, but it still keeps a little bit going in an angled position. I'm gonna go again for a 2-second exposure for this composition, and this composition is one we can really look far into this landscape. And I think we should go for a longer exposure, 4 seconds at f13, because 13, there's so much in this composition. We can look so far into this beautiful landscape, or pretty far. The cascade is going like a zigzag through this riverbed. We got some beautiful rocks here on the left side, on the right side of this composition. Those typical rocks that we got here in the Ardennes, they're like very flat and all stacked onto each other. It's super nice. We got some big boulders here in this riverbed. So actually not super crazy this composition. Straight onto this waterfall, focused onto this riverbed, those small cascades. And I used 50mm for this composition, because it just fits this cascade from where I'm photographing. And also the colors with the 50mm is just a little bit better because it's a prime lens. I love using this lens just because it's a little bit better, but also just now it's a perfect fit for this composition. We still got a lot of fallen leaves from the trees, so we got a lot of browns. We got some greens on the rocks from the moist from this cascade. And then in this riverbed we got a little bit of ice here and there, but it's not that obvious, I guess, in the picture, because we're shooting from a bit away. So yeah, still nice composition, the Zig one. Let me know in the description what you think. I guess this cascade is the main event from all these rivers here that I'm photographing, and I don't know if I should photograph it, because although it's very nice, just because in my head, because it's the main event, a lot of people probably already photographed this cascade, and maybe it's a little bit overhyped. I don't know, should I photograph it or not? Maybe I should, because we got a lot of beautiful layers here in this riverbed. So we're gonna set up the camera. We got a big boulder here in front, like it's like a bench or something to sit on. Super cool. And also we got a little bit of a cascade here in the foreground. Should I include that or not? I don't know. I think if you go for a horizontal picture, just from the main cascade here and then those other cascades in the back. I think that's gonna be the perfect one. And I think I'm gonna go for the 50 millimeters again. I think that will be just enough for to photograph this cascade. And I already saw there's a boulder in front of this cascade, so that maybe can act as our foreground element in this composition. First gonna look handheld. Yeah, maybe if you crop a little bit, it's gonna be just super perfect. The thing is that I just saw right now, we got the massive boulder on the right side, and if I go to the right side, I can align this cascade along into this riverbed in one line. But if I go a little bit to the left to crop out that big boulder a little bit because it's a little bit heavy on the right side, this composition, I'm starting to place the river more onto the so hard, my lips are freezing. I'm starting to align this riverbed more to the left side of the composition, and it's not in the center anymore of this main cascade. So that's a little bit of a difficult decision. Are we going to go for the heavy right side, have the cascades aligned perfectly in the middle of this in this cascade, or the riverbed perfectly aligned with this cascade, or should I put it on the left? I think I'm going to go for here. Move the backpack a little bit and place this river or the cascade a little bit more on the left side, and also want to go a little bit higher up so we can look onto the water plateaus in this cascade, because otherwise we're gonna get like we're looking at the flat surface in a strange angle, and that's not what we want. The tripod legs are still freezing, and I'm also gonna put on the how you call it again, the circular, the polarizer. I'm gonna put on the polarizer, I forgot the name, and also probably the ND8 again. I've also put on the gradient filter onto the camera, because we got a lot of light here in the back, because our foreground is the light is getting blocked off some pine trees here on the right side. So our foreground in this composition is actually darker than our background. So now with the gradient, everything is exposed everything is exposed at the same level of light. So now the composition is perfect. I've photographed it at 6 seconds now, and it's really smooth, it's really nice. So I hope you will like this composition also, although it's I think the main composition here, but yeah, I think it's nice. I can tell you guys, handling the filters with gloves on, it's not that easy. I almost dropped my filters because I was putting them away. I was like, they're slippery, and if I put my fingers out of my gloves, then my fingers start to freeze because it's so cold suddenly. Yeah, all luxury problems. It's not the end of the world. Alright, I'm back at the car because I'm gonna drive to another location. But that video is gonna be the one for next week to cover the weeks that I'm working. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. And YouTube thinks you like this video, so go watch it. It's the same, but just a bit different.